Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 898, Surviving. We talked about the sales slump earlier, but what about you? What about you surviving? When revenue drops, unless you have a huge cash, a war chest of money that you can draw from to get you through the slump, you have to save yourself now, which means you need to cut expenses. Cut expenses. What does that mean? What absolutely must you have? That's what you spend money on. If you're outsourcing stuff, guess what? You probably have to cut that stuff and come back to doing it yourself. Because, hey, you can't pay for the outsourcing, doing it yourself. So that means doing your own newsletter. That means doing your own ads. That means doing your own formatting, doing all of that stuff. I like formatting my own books anyway because of the Mother May I. If I get a typo, I can fix it. I can re-upload it in minutes, as opposed to having to send an email to somebody saying, "Hey, could you make this one change and send me the new file? I'll upload it." Understand what you have to do. If you have books on pre-order, deliver them, because even though revenue is down, the fans that are already on board, you got to service them because they're the ones paying what you are getting. So you don't want to alienate fans that you already have. So deliver to those, but you don't need to be as aggressive with future pre-orders because you're going to slow down. You're not going to order a cover a month. You're not going to order editing every month. You're not going to eat some of this stuff. You need to pace it out a little bit, separate it, give yourself some time in between, build new momentum and get through whatever the current slump is. Draw down everything that isn't a must have. This is absolutely, and make sure you're aggressive with what must means, and not, geez, I really like that. Boy, that drags me down. Hey, we're talking life and death here, surviving. How are you going to survive this downturn without any major disruptions to your life? Okay, if you're doing stuff you don't like, that's not a major disruption to your life. That's doing what you have to do to get through. That's what life is all about. Sometimes it's going to suck. So you may work harder, but that's to get you through. You're paying yourself to do that stuff. Release on schedule and never stop writing. If your writing is 50% of your day, which I would always suggest, writing should be about 50% of a work week, of a work month, of whatever time you can commit to your author business, at least 50% writing, because you're the talent. You have to take care of the talent. You have to nurture the talent. You have to get those products out. And even though it's your book baby, it's still a product that you're going to sell. And then you're going to work on your next book baby. Love it, embrace it, cuddle it, but you're still going to sell it. And you need to stay on schedule with that. You need to keep telling those stories because they got to get out of your head. And your fans want them. You can't build a fan base if you don't keep feeding them. They want to be fed, and especially as you bring them more on board. But getting through this, surviving, get the right mindset for what surviving means. It doesn't mean, oh, geez, I guess I don't get pampered this week. No, it means you're going to do hard stuff. You might have to crawl through broken glass, but you're going to do it. Because as of right now, if you're listening to this, you have a 100% success rate of getting through hard times. And keep moving forward. Now, do you get through them? Are you ugly? Are you beat up? Sure, everybody is. Because surviving is it's a war to survive, to live or not. You want to live, so you keep working. And then when you get to the good times again, appreciate them and do what you can do then, as opposed to what you have to do. Be aggressive with what must be done, and pay for that and nothing else. And then move forward, go forth and conquer for yourself. Keep yourself going, keep yourself alive, and then come back when the market comes back, when everything it starts to settle down for 2024. Probably about mid-November, everything will settle down, and by December, Christmas, New Year's, all of that will be rocking and rolling. I'm running a lot of promos this year in December because I think the market's going to recover quite nicely about that. Peace, fellow humans.